Hello, everybody. This is Francisco Martinez for IAD, and this is our week one video. So it's pretty much explaining our immersion elements and how we're going to be implementing them for the for next week's assignment. So the level of difficulty I plan on implementing is going to be um, pretty easy, kind of easy, easy to normal, you can say. Um, the game pretty much involves you um, going from one side of the level to the other. So this is our character. Um, the problem is you're gonna have these creatures coming at you, and once they touch you, you're dead. Um, Once I have it set up, you're gonna have it. The player's gonna actually be able to attack the creatures with a powerful weapon. So that's what gives it a challenge, but at the same time makes it more entertaining for the player. Um, and also they need to get to the last part of the level at a certain amount of time, and the time will be put up on a leaderboard. The shortest amount of time is the best amount of time in some way. Um, the order of each part I intend to use the immersion elements that I intend to implement them. Um, let's try this again. Well, when it comes to they all pretty much come together the same way. You have our heroine pretty much already holding the weapon. What I'm hoping is that when she actually um, grabs the weapon, that the weapon disappears and she already has it. Like she starts off with just her by herself, and then she has the weapon already. Um, and then from there, you can actually have her shooting the weapon. Whenever a creature arrives, but there's always a cooldown before you can actually shoot the weapon. So you have to actually you have to think tactically as far as how to get from one side to the other. You can't just go in firing, guns blazing, and everything like that. It's not going to work that way. You have to actually make sure that you plan out everything. Hopefully, I can actually implement the fact that she can actually hide in some of the lockers that show up. Let me see if I can get her going before she gets caught. See, there's like lockers all over the level. So hopefully I could get that going. And then what is the ideal implementation you would like? For example, how the user would ideally engage with your immersion element. Um, as far as this goes, mostly because of the fact that this is actually a very small version of a much bigger idea that I have. I would like for the player to know that this is just how it would be if the character was more had a bit more of an edge against the creatures that are throughout the ship. The creatures are way more powerful than her. Once they touch her, it's an automatic death. So knowing that you can actually like fight back and not have to deal with the creatures and stuff like that, to me makes me want the player to actually like. I want them to feel that. I want them to feel a certain sense of power while still feeling vulnerable. Um, the creatures do run on a random timer, so they don't. It looks like they don't show up like around the same time. I believe like the first couple of them actually don't um, show up until like maybe a couple of seconds, and then there's a pause, and then another one shows up. At least I think that's how I have it set up. So hopefully it'll work. Also, when it comes to the actual weapon, it just like I said, it'll fire, and there will be a holding period where the player can actually fire it, but they can move, and hopefully the player can actually hide in one of the lockers. So yeah, last month was a little tough. This month I'm looking forward to it because now I actually understand what exactly I had to do for the class. So and hopefully I don't have a bunch of crazy stuff going on. So I am once again excited for this class. I really am. And we'll see how it goes from there. Hope you guys were able to get your ideas going, and you have a good night.